Scudero making his 12th start of the year. He was roughed up a little bit in his last outing against the New York Mets.
Kind of a weird hang in there game time. The Phillies finally did win that game in extra innings. He gave up 11 hits, but it looked like a tennis match with all the lobs they were hitting off him that night.
Well, here comes the 3-2 pitch to Scudero. Called strike three. A changeup right at the knees.
See, Scudero's up there saying, "Are you kidding me?"
We thought this guy had great control. He is second in the American League in hits. And he's not going to tie Ichiro on that swing. Raul Ibanez is under it. And they're 2 away. The root of their struggles is really about their offense in a lot of ways. And he got under that one. Ibanez hasn't played perfectly. And Cole Hamels has a perfect top of the first inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays here at the top of the first. We head to the middle of first. The Phillies do up. 8th start for Romero. 3-3 with a 3.71 ERA. He spent some time on the disabled list this year. Got an even 1-1 to J-Ro, who rips one right past Scott Rowland down the left field line. That's headed to the corner. Jimmy heading to second base, and he's going to be there standing. A leadoff double, his 14th of the year. Well, they said on Sunday and even on Saturday that Jimmy was starting to hit the ball hard. He had that home run to right, and he really smoked that one inside the bag.
Last 3 games, he's hit balls hard.
Out of Cal State Fullerton, where he helped them win the College World Series back in 2004. And Chase lines one to center field, a base hit. Jimmy got a late start. He's around third, heading home. Here's the throw by Vernon Wells on one hop off the glove of Barajas. And the Phillies lead it 1-0. Now 1-1 to Jason Worth. And he hits one sharply towards short off the chest of Scudero. And he's going to get Worth, and I guess that ball went off the chest of Scudero. Utley is safe at third. I think Marco Scudero was thinking about going over to third base. And Howard is down on strikes. And Ibanez takes a breaking ball for a call. Strike 3. Raul bent back. The ball curved over the inside part of the plate. Scudero out on it.
Yep.
And there's ball 4, and Rowland draws a leadoff walk here in the second inning.
So talking to them before the game, talking to Nick Leva, he said, yeah, he can play left field. He'll be all right.
Chops this one toward Ryan Howard. Nice play. Throw to second, right past Jimmy Rollins. Rowland pops up and heads to third. He's going to get there easily. And that's going to be the 3rd error in less than a week for Ryan Howard.
Yeah, I don't know where that started from all of a sudden, and I'm sure it's bothering him.
That one's pulled toward third. A fair ball. Feliz will head it to the plate. Nice play by Ruiz, chasing Rowland back to the bag. He applies the tag, and there's out number 1. And Millar is down on strikes. That's a big strikeout for Hamels, his second of the game. 2 away. Here's Rod Barajas, the former Philly, hitting .268 this season. And Ruiz blocks that one, throws to third, and if his throw is not on the foul side of third, then they would have had Adam Lind. Up to second base goes Rios. Hit the ball pretty well against the Phillies last year.
Well, you know, you got to take your chances here. And manager, you know, Charlie would be confident that he's not going to walk Romero. That's the one thing you worry about. Look at Wong last year for the Yankees, got hurt running the bases.
Called strike 3. 2 strikeouts of the inning for Cole Hamels.
But what that did, Tom, was keep them, you know, have their heads above water in a very, very tough division early.
Chopper toward the middle. Aaron Hill has it. He won't go to second. He'll go to first, and Victorino is safe at second base. Pop up. Back to second base. Shallow center. Scudero is there. And there are 2 away. And Cole lines it the opposite way. Lind is there, and the inning is over. Phillies strand one in scoring position. A leadoff walk by Shane Victorino. Romero works out of it in this ball game.
Hey, Aaron, you guys have been around now for a little while. You and JC, as Chase Utley's going to make this play, and does.
One of the biggest things is a 100th anniversary Harley Davidson autographed by all of the 2009 Phillies.
Good idea.
That's one thing we will not be doing.
Wells pops one in the air to right field. Jason Worth makes the catch.
5-game series, and then you went to the World Series.
Chopper off the plate. This is going to be a tough play for Scudero. He's got it, and Jimmy's retired. Chase lines one toward the gap in right center field. That's going to be it for a base hit. So Chase with his second hit of the night. And the Phillies have a base runner with one away here in the bottom of the third.
When did he explode on the scene in the World Series, huh?
In the air to left center field. Pretty deep and pretty high. Wells is back to the wall, and he leaps and makes the catch. And Utley will go back to first.
And Jason Worth had that big game against the Blue Jays.
We have eyes everywhere. And Howard down on strikes for the second time in the ball game. Phillies get a base runner. Third straight inning they've gotten a base runner. 10th pitch of the bat, a chopper over the mound. Here comes Rollins. Nice play. Throws on the run. One away. In the air to right field. Pretty deep as Worth goes back, and that one is gone. First hit of the night for the Toronto Blue Jays results in their first run of the night. Home run number 13 for Lind, and it's a 1-1 game.
Lind picking on a changeup there and got good wood on it. You square them up like that, they usually go out as that ball comes back in from right center. Take a look at this, see where the pitch is. Oh yeah, right down the middle of that particular pitch.
That ball traveled a pretty good distance.
Yeah, that was a changeup. Stayed right there for Lind.
That one's sharply hit to the gap in left center field. It's a base hit. Ibanez cuts it off. And Rios holds up at first. The 1993 season. It's that one in the air down the left field line. And that one's going to be a one hopper off the base of the wall. Rios rounding third, heading for the plate. The throw goes into J-roll, and he'll just eat it. It's an RBI double for Kevin Millar. That should be 3-2. And it is. Fans are going to love that. Oh, man, are they going to love that.
Yeah, well, what they'd like is if he...
On the hands of Looper towards center field. Here comes Victorino. Slides. He can't make the grab. On one hop, his throw to the plate, and it's going to hold Millar at third, and they may have him. Nope, he's back diving. And Romero's down on strikes. Second out of the inning. And for Cole, that's his fourth strikeout. Cole Hamels is trying to keep the Jays at 2 runs here in the top of the fourth inning. Scudero swings at the first pitch. A dribbler left side. Phillies with a nice play, and the inning is over. So Cole does keep it at 2 runs. He strands 2. The Blue Jays have stranded 5. Jimmy Rollins leads shortstops. Chase Utley leads everybody. And Ibanez is down swinging on strikes.
All of a sudden he'll come up with a breaking ball.
Victorino sends one in the air to left center field. It's playable in the gap. Vernon Wells makes the call. Pedro grounded out on a slow chopper up the middle his first time up. And he lines one on one hop. Scudero has it. Hit that ball hard, but Scudero played it nicely. And it's a quick inning for Ricky Romero. 1, 2, 3 go the Phillies.
And those are probably more of the balls that are up in the zone.
That one back toward the middle. Rollins to his left. Nice play. Quickly throws to first. And Hill is retired. That's a good play all the way around. On a homestand this year. Thanks to being swept by Toronto. Or by Florida, excuse me, as Wells pops that one up. Pedro Feliz is there, and they're 2 away. Again, he's ahead 0-2 to Scott Rowland. And he got him. On the inside corner, he came in with a curveball, and Rowland is rung up, and it's a 1-2-3 5th inning. There he is, getting set to go on to high school.
Well, it even gets better once they have their own place, too, by the way.
Carlos Ruiz down on strikes.
5, 6, 7 of those in the bag there for you, so you got to remember that.
Hamels is down on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts now for Romero. Jimmy's 1 for 2. He doubled and scored in the first inning, and this one is a looper caught by Aaron Hill. And the Phillies are retired in order.
Thought of 3 themselves.
Chopper the opposite way, and it scoots off the glove of Rollins and into left field. Phillies are playing Adam Lind to pull that ball, and they shot it towards shortstop. And because of all the offensive problems the Blue Jays have had of late, they've moved Rios to the number 6 spot. Jimmy knocks it down, doesn't have a play. Rumored to possibly be let go. He still has the job. Jimmy knocks that ball down. He's going to save a run. And man, they just can't buy a break into the glove of Jimmy Rollins in this inning.
Well, he's getting the ground ball.
And Barajas pops it up. Left side of the infield. They're going to call the infield fly rule, and they do. And Jimmy makes the catch.
Looking on.
And he got it. Third time tonight, Hamels has struck out Ricky Romero. And there are 2 away here in the top of the 6th inning. Ball forward. Chase has been aboard all 3 times tonight. It's a leadoff walk here at the bottom of the 6th inning. Jason Worth in the air to left center field. It's deep. Going back is Lind into the gap, and that one is gone! Just over the flower bed in left center field. Jason Worth with his 4th home run in the last couple of years against the Toronto Blue Jays, and he has just given the Phillies a 3-2 lead.
Boy, that's huge. That's huge, especially now. I mean, the Phillies have been facing a lot of left-handers as of late, and those right-handed batters like Jason need to come alive. Makes that attack that much more potent as he drives this ball to left center. Another fastball, bam, as he jumps into the Cadillac here. See how far it goes, just in the front row, but that's all that counts. Right in the flower bed. Hard breaking one, breaking away.
There is the breaking ball away, and he's down on strikes for the 3rd time in this ball game. There's another breaking ball, and Ibanez is down on strikes for the 3rd time in this game. Shane Victorino now the batter, and he hits one right back through the middle, and Scudero can't get to it.
Mr. Malone.
Off the end of the bat, a flare to right center field. This is going to be a tough play. Coming on is Vernon Wells, and so is Rios, and he makes the sliding grab. That's a nice play, and the inning is over. Phillies, though, get 2.
And they got Barajas to pop up. Made a great pitch on him.
Swinging a foul tip into the glove of Ruiz, who hung on. On the hands, that's a looper toward left center field. It's hanging up there, though, for Victorino. Makes a nice running grab.
The more modern era, I guess. You're right about Clemente, and then Johan Santana. And
in his career in Philadelphia, you know, how his career may have been different coming into this ballpark and playing here on an everyday basis.
You know,
he goes again. 3-2, swung on and missed. Chad Durbin with something off speed there as Adam Lind is down on strikes. A big strikeout. He gets 2 in the inning. Strands 1. Time to stretch here in Philadelphia. Chopper towards shortstop. Scudero has it. And 1 away.
Told you I was going through the press guy, but I'm not going to cheat.
1-1 the count to Brundtland. And Eric pulls it toward third. Still has a strong arm over there at third base, so they're 2 away. Yep, Mike
he
Schmidt
just was. He wasn't a better hitter.
Well, Jimmy's going to test him here as Roland tries to barehand, and Jimmy's going to have a base hit.
Now, he always made that play. That was a play that he was just deadly on, that little roller down the third baseline like that, because Jimmy bunted that pretty hard.
Oh, that ball gets away from Millar, and Jimmy is going to take off late to second base. See him accelerate?
Yeah, and he did, Tom. He did accelerate, and what he did was smart there. There's 2 outs.
Jimmy broke and then stopped, and Utley swings and misses at that one. Barajas is going to throw him out. Ball 4, and Rios is aboard. Well, the Blue Jays tonight. There goes Rios. Pitch is taken in the dirt. No chance for Ruiz, and that's going to be a stolen base for Rios, his 11th of the year. And Millar draws a walk. Back-to-back walks issued by JC.
Yep.
And he pops it up. Boy, second time tonight that Barajas has popped up with runners on base. Infield fly rule was called by Chuck Merriweather, the second base umpire. And he doesn't. That ball gets away from Ruiz. It's ball 4. The bases are going to be loaded. Line drive toward left center field. Ibanez going over. Makes the running grab. Oh, how about this? Rios didn't tag from third.
Wow.
What a break for the Phillies. 2 away here in the top of the 8th inning.
Unbelievable.
And Cito Gaston's got to be thinking, what was Rios thinking? Bouncer towards shortstop. Rollins has it, and JC works out of a bases-loaded jam thanks to a base-running blunder by the Blue Jays. Ryan Matson is up and loosening in the bullpen for the Phillies. And Jason hits one right back to the box. Man, did he smoke that one. Nice play by Camp, one away.
Well, he's a sinker slider pitcher, and sinker ball pitchers better know how to field their position.
Here comes Cito Gaston. He's calling for the left-hander. So Camp faces one batter, the right-handed hitting Jason Worth, and Cito is going to go to the left-hander here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Here it is again, sinker slider, guys. Sinker coming right back at him. Wow. Snow cones it. You said, Tom, that ball was hit hard too.
I think he was surprised he had it.
Yeah, he was, and he was happy it didn't hit his face.
Including Ryan Howard twice. Check swing. That's going to be a base hit. I'll take it.
You know, all those bullets that he hits to the right side that are outs. Well, they say they even up. Hitters never tell you they even up.
Well, he's still a long way from even it up.
Yeah, but that was.
He had 36 saves that year at a 2.43 ERA. Line drive caught by Scudero.
So then you hit a bullet, and a guy catches it. And as they say, that's baseball.
That ball was drilled.
Oh.
Scudero's got to look at his hand after that one.
Well, there really goes a game, a Phillies game, where that man right there doesn't hit a ball or two hard. Tonight he struck out 3 times and rocket time. A good play by Scudero. Ryan Howard has a play right in front of him, so you never should get doubled on a play like that.
They appeal, no swing. Ball 4, Mike Riley says no swing. Phillies with runners now on first and second with 2 away.
He's got a lot of big hits for the Phillies in the late innings lately.
Chopper over the mound. Pedro's retired here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Helped him with some shoulder stuff.
Slow roller left side of the mound. Matson off balance play. One hopper, not in time. Gets away from Howard, but Ruiz is there. Change up, pull toward the hole. It's short into left field, a base hit. Wells around second, heading to third. The throw by Ibanez is off mark, and Roland dives into second. And now the Jays have 2 runners in scoring position.
We just showed, and the changeup he's going to hook, but he didn't. He hit it right towards the hole.
1-2 the count. Got it. Change up right at the knees, and Rios is rung up with the bases loaded. The 3-2 pitch. Ball 4, and he just walked in the tying run. And Lyle Oldebay very patient. Now this game is tied at 3.
Took a 3-2 changeup.
Well, Ryan Matson's scoreless streak. On the hands, a pop up to shortstop. Infield fly rule again for the 3rd time tonight. Swing and a miss. He got him on a changeup. And Matson strands the bases loaded. The Jays, though, pull even with a bases loaded walk. And Ruiz on the thumbs loops it towards short. And there's one away. Base with 2 outs in that 9th, too. And Coast is down on strikes, 2 away. Ellen's pulled towards shortstop. Scudero has it, and it's a 1-2-3 9th inning for Downs. Not only that, he threw just 12 pitches in the inning. So we go to extra innings here at Citizens Bank Park. On one hop to Rollins. Scudero runs pretty well, but J-Roll throws him out by a step or so. Grounded out twice, and he hits this one toward the hole at shortstop. Backhanded by J-Roll. Off balance throw. Not in time. He'll just beat it. Boy, that's a heck of a play. 117 RBIs. And that one's back toward the middle into center field. Oh, it almost took Clay Condry's head off. Runners on first and second now for the Jays. Runners don't go. The pitch is looped over the head of Chase Utley and drops in for a base hit. Worth gets to it. Hill around third, heading for home. The throw to the plate is not in time. He got his foot in under the tag of Carlos Ruiz, and the Blue Jays take the lead.
Boy, that was great base running. And Aaron Hill read that ball off the bat that it was a blooper and there's no way it could be caught, and he was gone. So Roland's got 2 hits now, another to the left and that one off the end of the bat, and they were big hits, both of them.
And now 20 RBIs for Roland. It's the 12th hit of the night for the Jays.
See right there, he hits it off the end of the bat. There's nothing Utley can do. Worth has a spinning top coming to him, and because of the break that Hill got, he's able to score.
Tell you what, Worth put a pretty good throw on too.
Did a good job. He was shallow. He charged it, but that was caused by, and they got that run because of great base running by Aaron Hill.
Here's Lind with 1 out, runners on first and second, and the count, no balls and 1 strike.
Now watch, he's a second baseman, so he saw that right away. He says, man, I'm playing second. I can't catch that either. And he needed every bit of that jump to beat the play.
Yeah, Carlos did a good job getting his foot over there. And lays off, ball 4. And the bases are loaded
again.
Second time tonight that he's been up. The 3-2 pitch. Outside, ball 4, and Condren's forced in another run. Vernon Wells will score from third. And the Blue Jays now have scored twice here in the top of the 10th inning. The bases remain loaded for the Iron Pigs. Tough spot here, and over base sends it in the air to center field. Victorino is there. Tagging from third is Roland. The throw goes toward third, and it's going to be a 3-run lead for the Blue Jays. Guys that had seen Major League time. And Barajas hits it in the air to center field. On the run is Victorino. On the dead run, he's not going to get this one. It's a 1-hop off the base of the wall. The Blue Jays will get 2 more runs. It's a 2-run double for Barajas, and they now lead 8-3. Chopper towards shortstop. Big hop for Jimmy Rollins. Downs is limping up the first base line. He's retired. I think he hurt himself.
He did.
He either cramped up,
unbelievable,
or really hurt himself. Their way, because the White Sox and the Cubs have already been postponed. Chase breaks his back, but he'll get a base hit out of it. Third hitter of the night for Chase. And he's aboard here in the bottom of the 10th inning. Line drive caught by Scutaro. Man, did he tattoo it. And it just didn't get enough height. And Scutaro grabs it out of the air for the first out.
Yeah, and see, with a 5-run lead, they don't have to cheat for a double play, so he's back. You can see where he catches this. He's well back in the infield. He doesn't have to worry about cheating up. And right there, that was one he had earlier. It almost looked like the same thing.
In the air to center field. Wells didn't read it right away, but now he's got it. And they're 2 away. And he reaches out, pokes this one toward shallow left center field. Scutaro is there, 2 hands, he makes the catch, and the ball game is over. The Toronto Blue Jays have won for the first time this year against a National League opponent, as Jesse Carlson comes on and gets the final 3 outs here in the bottom of the 10th inning.